よし、ただいま。さあ、どうなってるさあ、どうなってる ?17 部隊も残ってんの？ TSM 倒してんな。あ、いいエイム。いいエイムだけど落とされたな。まだ若干覚醒いてるかな。
Yet another team piles in on top. Geo have made their way north and now looking down at all of those teams in Cascade.
TSM いい感じだよ。重かったな、さっきやっぱり。パイオニア落とすか。てか、どうせ見ないのたくさんだから落とそう、ちゃんと。これでいいや。これどこだ？アライアンスか。E6 とフェイズか。頑張れ、ケースウィに。あ、もう倒しちゃったわ、ケースウィに。一番最初に倒してた。フェイズの勝ちだね。うん、エルミン。え、スナイプ強くね？頑張れお父さん。スナイプマジで強いな。いや、それの積み方ミスったんじゃない？ドグマ。あー、いや。不意打ちで対応できなかったね、フェイズは。ただ今度はニーキットが詰めるのか今度はニーキットが詰めるのか。お前ロー。さあ、アンチもなってる。TS も入ってる。あ、ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとう。俺が見に来た瞬間に変えるのが面白いな。いや、これはね、TS 悪くないぞ、普通に。TS1 キル取ってる、パラブレックス。あー、もうカオスになってきたぞ。パイオニアに。あー、もうわけわかんないっす。あ、もうわけわかんない。X セットがいいのか。パイオニア X セット。あ、もう言葉いらないっすね。はい。Look at this visual.なんかよく生き残れるな。俺焦っちゃうわ普通に。どうなってみたいな。でベルハウスが焦ると2人やって、これ TSM ポイント稼いでるぞ。TSM まあまあポイント稼いでる。3パか4パかいたね。1位と7ポイント差。1位と7ポイント差。これ TSM ほぼ確でファイナルいけるね。So many nades being tossed out. The arcs are the thermite from Exet. R9 and Wingman in the hand of Fun. They know that there's a squad right above them. The piercing spikes to help protect them as the insurance policy, as it's Oxygen Esports that are popping the ultimate accelerant to get another exhibit online. You can see how important those were when you're trying to track multiple teams coming around you in your buildings. Dark Zero look like they're down to 2. アンチみたい。あ、もう出してくれてね。需要が分かってんじゃねえかよ。これ NRG が強いです、シンプルに。ここに入れるのが強いわ。TSM は頑張れ。ただたくさん下側でやり合うと思うから、ポイント狙って出していけばいいし。でもこのモイストがいるんだよな。
いやもうわかんないっす。わかんないっす。頑張れとりあえず。
Moist needs to be careful though. If they do decide to push on this building, they're in the clear line of sight of NRG right behind them. Yes, the cat wall has come up, but you have to.
やばいなこれ、テイスムだなこれ。そこにいるの。ハル落とされたけど、ハル落とされたけど、TSM やっぱさフィジカル強いよね。倒されたよ。ハルは倒されたけど。TSM ダメやんけ。NRG じゃないの今の。見た最後の溶かされ方、ネイフンの。一番最初にネイフン溶かされたけど。マジか、オキシゲン勝つのかそれで。普通に NRG だと思ってたわ。
Big respect from Psycho there. Very happy with that, isn't he? I mean, that has actually put Oxygen well up in the lobby.
11 KP by the end of that game. To put it into perspective before that game, they were
いや強すぎるわ今のは。今のはビビるわ。ネンビシスと試合がぶっ壊れたこと分かった。そういうことです。いやちょっとマジか NRG としては悔しい結果になったなこれ。あ、バトルファイ開いてなかった。ちょっと待ってね。
Yeah, we've seen some other games so far in the winners bracket where there were the so-called point sponges, right? Teams who were just ripping through everyone. But because we had that situation in Cascade Falls where it's like the teams were the waterfalls, I guess, and just kind of falling one on top of each other without cease. You know, that's why we see the kills a little bit more spread out this time. Oxygen, sure, they got the 11 kills on top of the win.
さて今どうなってるかな。グループ6モイスト TSM に。これ大丈夫だね TSM。寝るかみんなで。モイストが1位。でもモイストが1位っていうのが俺マジなよくわかんないんだけど、なんでモイストがそんな強いんだよ。で LG が3位、フナティック4位、オキシゲン5位。オキシゲンが上がってきたね。アライアンス、パラボレックス、NRG。あ、NRG も上がってきてる。NRG も初めて上がった。フェイズ、ダークゼロ。X セット頑張れ、あとちょっとだぞ。アセンド、エントロピック、ワンハルトシーブス。ワンハルトシーブスがちょっと下がっちゃったかな。パイオニア、頑張る、ドサン、ネイキッド、FC3、A6 リアライズ。
He only had a little bit less health than the rest of his teammates, but when Nathan had to traverse to the open ground, he got beamed.
Oh, the timing on that, getting the dark veil off just milliseconds.
いやこれね、上位陣崩れるのなかなかないぞ。下位陣から考えて、こっからまだ爆発できるのは X セット、アセンド、シーブスだけだと思う俺は。エントロピックは正直正体がわからないからなんとも言えないです。パイオニアは多分無理。グナスケは多分今もうダメだ。頑張れお父さんも可能性なくはないけど多分無理だと思う。まあここは置いといて。まああと2試合しかないからね。
benefiting Oxygen Esports in finishing not just in first place, but with 11 KP to their name.
TSM 安全圏になってるから眠たくなってきたわ。
Another team like NRG actually in that final circle were predicted holding that building for quite some time were there with 8 KP.
いや上強いねやっぱり。 だって予選会で勝ち上がってきたやつらだよ、これ。この20チーム。それでもこんな差があるんだからね。多分決勝戦も結構差が出るよ。まあいつも差が出るけどさ。
all the work. So I wouldn't be surprised if their damage stats, for instance, weren't like crazy high that game, but that's still why they managed that second place.
Yeah, Suga's doing a really good job at poking from afar. Looking at the second place here, we saw what happened in Cascade Falls, and look at the teams who made their way into the second page. Gambare Otosan, one of the teams that had found themselves in that fight against FaZe eventually, LG as well, and Tropic. Our first page was very kill heavy, but even Geo and FaZe finishing up with 4 and 5 kills.
I'd love it if there was just like a little like tick for died in Cascades next to the scoreboard for that game, so we could just see be like Cascades. Like
literally, it was like 6-5 squads. It felt like even Ascent.
Oh, I reckon more. I actually think more.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. Looking at the series result in total. Mentioning Moist out here, still surviving into that top 3, top 4. Moist Esports finishing up with 44 points. TSM right behind LG, who were holding the lead for quite some time, still in the top 3. But look how this has shifted significantly. Even Xset in that 11th place spot.
70 points for them. Xset, of course, had to have a big day yesterday just to make it into this winners bracket. So, there is quite a cutoff right now, though, with those 2 matches left to go.
マジで安心感から眠たくなってきてるわ。
Oh man, FaZe?
オッケー。こっちの世界においで。こっちの世界においでっていうか、おいでこっちに。俺らは同盟だ。We love TSA。明日もやるから来てね。明日もミラーやるから。明日俺なんならカラオケボックスまで行ってミラーするから、多分大声で叫ぶよ俺。あ、こん中だとなんだ。そしたらあれノーセプションとか本当に応援してるのはリドルとかノーセプションとか
Still a little bit of work to do here as we look to see which teams make it straight through tomorrow.
Gotta see if they can
Yes, yeah, turn
something up because they need it desperately with 2 more games left. We got game number 5 on the other side of this breakup, so point, don't miss
it. もう覚えたよこの曲。何回聴いてんだよ俺。やべ、翻訳忍者の音楽忘れたわ。翻訳忍者の音楽歌おうと思ったっけ。これ今思ったんだけどさ、今思ったんだけどさ、NCS の動画ってあるじゃん。あれってさ、なんか動画とかでやればいいのさ、リンクを乗っけてくださいって言うじゃん。ってことは本人がそれに飛べるようにっていう意味じゃん。だから俺が今聞く分には全然いいってことだよね、多分。だからそういうことになるよね、普通に考えたら。そういうことになるよね。ノクターナルのインタビュー。お！やってくれてる。まとめペクスさん。インタビュー。これ気になるね。あ、でもあと10何秒で始まっちゃうわ。マジで俺のただの好きな曲なんだけど、これマジで聴きたいわ後で。
Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the Apex Legends Global Series.
Welcome back, everybody, to the ALGS Split 2
出てこないんだけど。
Playoffs Winners Bracket Action. We are here in the Copper Box Arena live in London, and the crowd is filling up these seats. Our teams are getting ready to
これ
play
これ後で聞きたい
our
わ。
final two matches in this
これ
bracket
すごいんだよ
alone.
な。
Games left on Storm Point, and I'm excited
たまにエペ一人でやってる時に音楽聴きながらやるんだけど、この曲めっちゃ気に入ってるわ。始まってんだけど早すぎない？
holding down that hill for the longest of time, but neither of them could overcome some fragging potential from
かぶってるところはなさそうだな今回も。ストームポイントは初動争いはなさそうだね。
And I love game fives. I feel like I say this all the time whenever we go to these game fives, but in these type of games now, these teams have already established how they gotta play. They don't want to wait last minute for game number 6 because sometimes that could be the scary part where teams that have already secured their spot with the points that they have
大丈夫そうだね。うん。
may want to try to grief some other teams if they get to call them out. 100 Thieves landing
これは
Cenote Cave.
そうですね。よし、OK。本配信見よ
South side, so very similar situation set up as we had last game.
う。いや、いつもこんな感じだよ。3試合目と4試合目の間がちょっと短いで感じたけどね。でも一個一個の試合の間はこんな感じだよ。バンガロールが11で最多なんだ。最多タイなんだね、シアと。
Too polite. I hold forward for everything here, but I guess that's the difference out here. Complete opposite. Don't let them take the beacon, no matter what. No sharing. 100 Thieves, though, have recognized exactly where they're at, and it does look like they're not going to be as nice as you were expecting. They're just
でも俺クリプトを入れるんだったら TS あれの方が強いと思うんだけどな、シアの方が。どういう意図でクリプトを選んでんだろうな。それを知りたいわ。教えてほしいよね。続きと雪を見るのは知るけど、こっちのブロックだとどうしても TS まあまあまあまあ。さすがにね。俺がっつり TS でも応援してるけどよろしくね、明日。バランスパシだった。おい俺にも買え俺にも買えよ。TS ワンチきついな。後入りになっちゃうな、完全に。
Yeah, look at this. You see a Valkyrie on the team? No. You see how high they are flying? You see how far
正直さ、リドル決勝いけると思う。ホックン的に。正直俺はいけないと思ってるけど。多分俺よりも知ってると思うから。ポテンシャルはあるとは思うけどね。でも俺いけない気がしてる。単純に経験値の差で。いや、無料でできたの。まあいいよ。俺もレースの苦難当ててるから無料で。まあいいよ。視野のスパレシャ当てて4パック目ぐらいにまたスパレシャ出たわけわかんないなもう無理やと思う。あ、やっぱそうだよね。応援しないわけじゃないんだけどまあ無理だよね。
doing exactly what you were expecting, but it works into the game plan that Polbrex likes to play when it comes to Storm Point. Always try to secure that next, or rather God spot position in that final circle, and then stay put. And on top of that, they were able to secure the turbocharger and gold extended.
ジブだって。ジブガスクリプトか。へえ、面白い構成だね。なんかあれだね、ジブガスバルのあの環境を思い出すわ、この構成。懐かしいね、ジブバルガスっていうあの地獄みたいな環境。それこそ本当にその時はそのキャラしかいなかったよな。そのキャラ以外使うのはもうアホみたいな話だったよね。もうそれ30秒から何買うの
Naked eliminated. Oof, okay.
ネイキッドエリミネイティ
Looks like that was at the
お
hands
TSM
of
とネイキッド戦ってたんだ。全然見なかったわ。
Fortunate for them.
ネイキッド無理だね、やっぱ
Box,
り。
good position. Don't mind that one. There's little nooks and crannies where you can reposition if you know you get start taking some shots from one direction.
TSM どうすんだろうな。その位置は TSM やばそうだったよな。
Instantly committing the
もう少し前に進みて。
They do have sort of that first mover's advantage, of course, with the doors. They can choose which ones to reinforce. Very important when you're
なんなら俺今ソシャゲやってたよ。
Moist getting a
あ、スタミナ使ってねみたいな。
being seeing a lot so far within this game alone. Ooh, don't climb on MT here. Gets cracked, but they're going to stay put inside of this building just to reset first. Don't want to give up the space that they've already secured for themselves. And you mentioned it already. Genome FaZe usually landing here has already secured that catwalk on the high ground. You don't want to expose yourself to multiple different angles when you're rocking the catalyst.
お、一人ダウンしてる。FC でそれかこれ。あー、終わったな FC。
The beam coming in from MT. Oh, and on the other
これは
side,
FC 終わったな。
getting an off angle.
Don't come Chalder. I mean, they're not even worried about holding that building. They're looking a little bit more aggro than that. Is he going to swing? Needs one damage to upgrade that Evo and join. Well, not join his.
いや、モイスト強いな。
At least, you know, get it up there, and you can see he's getting some good shots
お、
on.
KSE にスイッチでダウンさせてる。
What's good in that situation is Pricey knows
ハンマードリルも死んだ。ラスト一人か。
contested by the Watson fences is also being helped and held by his teammate, but managing to climb right back just for safety. There's a fight going on between Oxygen and Esports here.
オキシゲンとアセンドか。アセンドやばいねこれ。プレステージのスキン。え、バルのなくねプレステージスキン。 Let's go E6, let's go.
Surprising, yeah. Look,
Let's
there's a lot of action going down over there at Barometer. We just saw that fight before with Ascend taking the L, but now it's
で、オキシゲンが一人ダウンして
trying
る
to。come out off the back
隠
of
せられちゃった。頑張れお父さんだねこれ。
With Aiden getting taken out and
あ、新しいやつ作るんだ。へえ。全然知らなかった。もう TSM が安泰すぎてマジで気楽だわ今。何も心配しない。今度出るその期間に誕生日。おお、なるほどね。いいねいいね。買ってもらえな買ってもらえな。視野のプレイステージいつですか？視野のプレイステージ出る頃には俺多分エピやめてるかもしんないけどな。And perhaps move close to the antenna where they can get back in the ring for a little while. That said, the ring has ちなみにもうあ FC です FC だね。リングで死んでるじゃん。知ってるかもしんないけど、明日24時から試合開始なんで、試合開始っていうか配信開始なんでよろしくお願いします。ちゃんとファイナルみんなで見ましょう。
having to rotate through here. We saw that TSM has been playing by the rocks. The drone's going to be able to scan where NRG is rotating through from the high ground. Probably going to be Pulverex is playing up the low.
なるべく長引いてほしいな、俺的には。フナティックみたいに4試合で終わるとかそんなしょっぱいことしてほしくないわ。TSM 勝つんだったらいいけど。
Sweet has already probably called out that there is a team playing right underneath, which is the crypto team.
で、ここまで見たんだから見るしかないよ。え、何気に TSM2 位になってるじゃん、今。気づいたら今 TSM2 位じゃん。あ、2位か、さっきから。さっきから2位だったわ。強くない TSM 仕上がってるよな、マジで。いや、待って、マジで期待できんな、でもこれ。マジで期待しかないね、今。前の試合が2位だ、そうだったね。さあ、パイオニア、アライアンス。頑張れ、パイオニア。アライアンスはどうせ勝てるからいいだろう。いや、でもアライアンス8位か。油断できないな、アライアンスも。 詰めてるぞ詰めてるぞ詰めてるぞ。
Same
どうす
fate.
る？
We've got the X-ray there. You can see
全員見せてくれ。
they were to running
ん？
into the team on
どういう立ち回りだ？
LG.
The call out here as LG now moves in. Alliance trying to back away in time. Yanya gets taken out.
ヤンヤが倒れて。
And LG trying to play passively from afar. Double Arcstar getting
あれ
sent out.
あれでしょ
Yanya
KCP でしょ
Playing
うわ
in
う
the circle.
わ
Nasty saying they both fall. Alliance right behind them. They're getting sandwiched here. KCP in trouble. Playing on
うわ
gets deleted. Jaguares
親指
fire on the R9.
親指が親指倒したぞ。
KCP to get escorted right back to the lobby. You gotta think about what's to LG's back. That's
アライアンスは一旦引いたのか、漁夫が入れるかって分かったから。
30-30 and the skull piercer right on top of it, putting in the damage.
Effect, like usual, creating space for his teammates here. Deadly accuracy on the heavy weapons. Even just throwing bullets into that smoke. I mean, the damage is good, but honestly, he's just trying to put some suppressive fire down so that
Yeah,
his
wait,裏がい
teammates
る。
in the zone have
E6!
be able to get back into that
いや、うまいな。
zone. Hackers
ユキうまいわ。
down though from E6.
さあ、アライアンスが アレイスが LG ぶっ倒したけど、E6 の車線がやらしいな。覇気めっちゃニコニコしてたぞ、今。頑張れお父さん。
Yeah, I think these guys have been crafting up a storm. Decent amount of kit on them as they try and pull in. I'm not sure Alliance will be expecting this. I can see them. They're not looking
ああ、なんか
behind
いるらしいよね、
themselves
無敵グリッ
at
ツ
the
使ってる人。
moment.
雑魚だろ、そいつも。
Could get caught off so quickly.
起こしたぞ。
Respawn.
起こしたけど頑張れお父さんが言ってんな。いや、わかんないですよ、これ。いや、さすがに決まったか？ああ、さすがに決まったな、これ。
Fortunately for him, but Alliance is still alive. 13 squads left while it's only up to Yuki.
Yuki, maybe he's got the ring to help him as well. No, they do get the revive, so now it's a 3v1. Surely Yuki realizes the reset has happened and he needs to get out of there. That said, we have seen a zone pull actually back towards him. Maybe he can find a nice
今
spot.
これ TSM どうなってんの？もうのんきに見すぎてるわ。 TSM 絶対安全系でだから。 TSM のとこ、ああ変わってないね。うわ、一気にアンチ偏るなこれ。ゴミアンチじゃんこれ。 E6 のこの場所と E6 のこの場所と頑張る。ここ車線えあここ車兵あったっけ？こことこことあこれも一気に部隊数減るね。これやばいわ。お、ツバコ打つ。
when we saw FaZe going in and out, but we saw them now manage to rotate on top of the catwalk at the very beginning.
言わなかったっけ？ 覚えてないわ。E6 強いね。いやでもね E6 も強いけど、こことここ生き残った部隊も強いぞ。まあ安定なのはE6 だね。頑張るお父さんも悪くないよ。
Actually, we'll have some good shots over towards all these teams who are going to have to run in next to each other, pretty much holding hands from launchpad down south.
TSM どうすんだろうな、ここから。まあ壁があるからな。まあわかんねえ。わかんねえ。もうどうせ TSM 安全だからこれで見てよぜ。もう放棄。
Got Fnatic playing right underneath them. Hovrex has not moved with the rampart. The
思考放棄です。
FaZe on the other side still on that catwalk like we mentioned before. NRG had found their space right close to Hovrex and have also
気あったっけ？もうマジ覚えてないわここら辺。フナティックがもう一層戦ってんのか。 外からの車線も痛い
They were
な
the ones that took over the other APAC North's position underneath, but they decide they have to deal with Moist sooner or later, and they get neither. It's Moist.
モイストが1位や
Control that position.
モイスト
That's
マッチポイントや
The zone pulls back once
これが
more.
決勝だったらモイストがマッチポイントになって
Near the fingers, specifically the
これちなみ
middle
に
and the bottom finger
決勝だとしてさ50ポイントからマッチポイントになるじゃんこの次の試合にチャンピオンを取らないといけないんだよねだからモイストこの試合もう何にしろが意味ないんですよ言ってしまえば何も意味のないまあ比較的順位高い奴らを狙うべきだねやれることは
in the hand of Zero. We've seen what Zero can do with the Kraber. Absolutely scary situation. And they have that slight little high ground too, like we mentioned before, behind E6.
Yeah, he's a demon with the Kraber. This man always hits his shots. Is always a factor when that is in his hands. And I guess something else I really want to shout out is that Jen Burton has been doing fantastic this tournament for them.
And the follow-up with the bow check. Oh, you know, it's like you're cutting up onions.
Imagine you're just sitting there and you get like
100 thieves. See you later.
Oh, see you later.
Dark Zero. You know, we talked about this before. It's just crazy.
it's like a Kraber shot in one shoulder. You take the bow in the other, and you just
Amazing shot だったね今の
At that point, there's no way to come back from that.
Can't catch a break. Dark Zero, we're going to jump into a listening with them while we take a look at what they're going to do here, putting in all this work with the power weapons.
Alright, button, Caffrey, hold the CMOF.
We either wall building or we'll go for rocks.
Okay.
Wall
These
towards
rocks.
building?
Like rocks
Yeah,
here.
like, yeah, just walling the doorway off. They can't pick it all, then we just queue up the wall.
TSM 出しそうだってたかな今
Devacking, right?
Yeah, in the water.
TSM 出しそうだってたね
Are you gonna have wall?
88. We can play here for now.
うわめっちゃ TSM 気になる TSM 飛んだね
So they can't see it all, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna hit-
right. Yeah, well, after like swing down here. They're not there anymore. They're not rocks.
It
They're
doesn't
not
matter,
rocks.
doesn't matter, we
Okay,
still do
okay.
it.
Hold on, 2
rocks
seconds, 2 seconds.
What's the team there?
I got it. Wait.
Yeah, whenever
Got it
you're
down,
ready.
doing
Whenever
it.
you're ready. Oh, nice. We're gonna queue roof.
Okay.
いい壁
I'm popping one cell. You ready?
Yep. Yeah. They equip the MPMs.
Going?
They're coming in. I'm gonna save it.
One roof.
This is
レプスを出らせるんだ
They hit. They might
TSM
jump
の
Break it, break it, break it, break it, break it.
あーまあ TSM 無理だね
I'm batting.
I'm one.
春も落ちるねこれ
They're swinging out. They're swinging out. I'm batting.
まあなんちゃしゃあないあでもまだ生きてんの
Right
か
timing?
Yep.
Where's drone?
I broke it. I got it. Swinging out the side. Good. Okay. I'm batting.
They're getting shot down.
TSM 頑張ってんぞなんだかんだで
Swing. Yeah, I'm watching.
TSM 頑張ってんぞ
Back,
Get
back, back
Kaku's
left.
on the swings. I don't have a bad either. I'm going Kaku's.
TSM 頑張ってんぞエナジーが先に落ちたか
Yeah. I can try cable one. Yeah.
Team here, 2 getting shot on.
Can I have wall back?
Have to go, have to bat.
you.
Like time. I don't think they can.
ちょっと待って TSM なんで生きてんのちょっと待ってなんで生きてんの TSM あでもソロか春ソロか頑張れ
Have to come your outside line, I think.
They're climbing.
やばい別車線があ
Here.
Hey,
They're fighting us.
They're low.
One's on you, one's on you.
Cheer dead. Cheer, go. Dead. Nice.
ーうお
Listen to me. I think you're cold. Come on.
You think we trolled?
I think cold.
Zero somehow win that fight. I wasn't sure.
あれ勝つの
Range weapons hit the
あー E6 勝つなーと思ったけどガチで声出たわ
Unfortunately, it was just too low. Griefed after that, but damn if that wasn't a pretty impressive display by the Dark Zero boys just to win the 3v3. Meanwhile,
今の勝つでやばいだろ
we saw TSM, NRG,
ダメだろ今の勝っちゃ
those guys, at the hands largely of
TSM
who
let's
had to make their way
go
in blow by blow into this final circle. It's going to end right in the middle there. In between those three rocks, essentially, is where the zone is closing to. Gambare Otosan, they have
Gambare
southern
Otosan.
position. You can see lots of fences going down. This is going to be a great spot for them. Meanwhile, I believe it's just TSM Imperial Hell left alive. And then we've got Pulver.
いや TSM きついなこれ。
Moist having to be careful. I'm not over. That was crazy. Dropping down with some style here, really calling it out. Moist having
あ
to be
TSM 死んだ
careful
わ
on this
死んだわ。
So the gravity look right behind them, finding the opportunity. TSM finally get eliminated by Pulvrex, calling him out. Moist, they see the cat wall right in front of them. This is going to be their opportunity to try to rotate right through. Creeping Barrage has already been called in.
頑張れお父さんの意地が強いな。頑張れお父さんとパラブレックスの意地が強いな。
Look at their position on this south point with the comp that allows them to make the magic work. The Newcastle, the Watson, and the Gen that's going to be up.
しかもキャラもニューキャッスルワットソンだからこれ頑張れお父さん強いぞ。あとはいかにどっちがモイストを追い出せるかだね。
Game. Moist, Pulvrex, GO, who's in the better spot? It looks like Moist are going to be in a really rough spot.
いやこれは頑張れお父さんかな。ニューキャッスルだと思ってんのかな。ああ。 頑張れ。
Still, so much positioning that they can work off of from the rocks in the middle, but it's about who's going to approach and deal with MT. You see Dogma now trying to find that last straggler of Moist. They get out in third.
ああ、一人どうしろ。あ、これは。ああ、決まりだわ、これ。アベンジャーズ。アセンブル。モイストも60ポイントいってる？マジか。いや、モイスト強っ！なんでこんなモイスト強いんだよ。なんでこんな強いの？俺プリーシーしか知らないぞ。TSM、パラブレックス、LG、フナティック、オキシゲン、アライアンス、エナジー、ダークゼロ、フェイス。頑張れお父さん、一気に来たね、今ので。一気に上に上がってきたね。で、エクセット、ワンシーブス、アセンド、シ、ネキト。うん。まあまあまあまあ。まだわかんないぞ。ここら辺まだわかんないぞ。そうだな。フナティックはまだ、フナティックまでは。いや、そう。そうか。オキシゲンまではまだちょっと怖いぐらいか。いや、そんなことないか。エナラジーぐらいだな。エナラジーぐらいまでちょっと怖いな。T7 はまあ、余裕で通過です。ありがとうございました。
The Lusts definitely putting in some work, but those Newcastle teams there at the end were really showing the versatility of that character, especially Storm Point, right? We know you can get those zones like that, you know, toward Launchpad. Maybe
on a scale 1 to 10, she 100. Gets everything that she wants in abundance. Knows how to be a lady in public, but she can get crazy. Ooh, I love it. She got a lot of weight in her luggage. And shorty ain't bluffing. She might snap on you like it's nothing. Everything I thought I knew is redundant. Every apology's a token gesture. I'm sorry, baby, I don't know no better. You get mad when I show no effort and turn the summer into a cold December. Cruise on the high road, dodging the potholes, tied up and I'm blindfold. She got me going psycho. I walk on a tightrope. My feet get nice cold. My head spinning like a cyclone. She got me going psycho.
Yeah, 石きそうだな。俺こっからのラップ部分好きなんだよね。
LED. Now we should kick back, pop in a DVD. Yeah.
Dogma, I think, were they just like chilling next to each other?
Yeah.
Hold up, baby, we should keep the peace before one of us blows up like TNT. Let's go. I guess I'm crazy too. Not right in my mind, but I play it cool. A lot of emotions I convey are cruel, and my toxic traits are like deja vu. That's the way I do.
ここしかわかんない。
Face the truth. I don't mean everything I say to you, but I know that I got you going crazy too.
Damn. Cruising on the high roads.
Dodging the potholes, tied up and I'm blindfold.
You can cycle.
I walk on a tightrope. My feet get nice cold. My head spinning like a cyclone. She got me going psycho.
マジで NC さ、時々隠れた名曲、埋もれてる名曲出てくるよな。あ、大丈夫大丈夫大丈夫。例えば動画だったら、動画とかだったらリンク貼らないとダメ。で、今回はもう直接ここに曲名書いてるから大丈夫。そんなこと言ったら俺こっちの方が普通まずいって言われるぞ。まあこっちも大丈夫なんだけどさ。ね、いい曲あるよね。で俺この人今すごく応援してるよ。この人。これマジで応援してる。で、この人の声が好き。この人が作る曲のこの人が声当ててるやつが好き。マジで喋ってほしいよ。
Actually insane. Looking on the other side of the page, one of the teams that lands over there to have the POI advantage with the circle is FaZe. They only secured 2 kills. They were on the catwalk for the majority of the time. Eventually, though, filtered out of that catwalk. We know that circle pulled away from them, eventually having to drop down into the chaos that was waiting for them on the floor.
特に海外の曲だったらなおさら嬉しいよね。
Also right behind them with the 2 kills. So many of these teams, though, flip-flopping depending on their performance from World's Edge into Storm Point, which is what we currently have been seeing pretty frequently, has been the habit.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get that catwalk all the way to the end, right, but not this time, and that means FaZe are actually going to
実際特に詳しくないからやらないけどさ、例えば誰かがその配信を収益化しないとかそういう感じだったらつけてもいいんじゃないのかな。あ、それダメだ、ダメだ、ダメだ、ダメだ。思い出したらダメだ。難しいよね、そこら辺って。
They can pick up a few points here or there. The rest of the teams, Exet on 22. They made it hard for themselves yesterday, Vicky. They might be doing it again.
いや、Exet 頑張れ。
Are they just putting us over the edge, treading that fine line to get us excited to have that one huge game, that final game, or will we be seeing them in that elimination bracket? Gambare, even off of that win, have that chance to also situate themselves in that bottom top 10. Very close, I believe, by 2 points from that 10th place spot that we just currently saw from FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, it was a massive game for them, right? The majority of their points for this series came from that one game, but they've also got one left to try and send it all the way to Sunday.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's honestly really insane to see what we're seeing right now with a lot of our squads, but also a lot of the teams playing patiently with placement. While we get waiting for that final game, we're gonna send it over to Blaze, catch our breath real quick, and see what's going on the floor.
Thank you so much, Vicky. And I gotta be honest, I'm fanboying down here on the floor because I'm a Loba main at heart. Do we got any Loba mains out there in the chat, in the crowd? I think we got a few. I'm with Oberon. And Oberon, talk to me about how has your event experience been? You have an amazing cosplay right here. What have everybody been saying about it?
Thank you so much. It's been amazing to be back at LAN. I was here at Split 1 playoffs, and it's been so much fun being here. I think being in the crowd and being immersed in the environment is just something you can't get anywhere else. It's been awesome.
It's something that you can't get anywhere else. And I gotta be honest, the fans in London, you can't get this passion nowhere else in the world, you guys. Give yourself a round of applause, because you guys have been awesome. Now, Oberon, when it comes down to the cosplay, what was the process in making it? There's so much detail across the board.
Thank you. So I can't take credit for all of it.
ローマのコスプレしないこの人なんか。
I do have the wig, but it gets so warm and sweaty in here. We've had some really amazing, exciting matches today. I just had to take it off. But yeah, I think when I first started playing Apex back a couple years ago, saw Loba when she came out, and I was like, I need to be in that immediately.
Same. And so now, now where can people follow you at? Where can people learn how to make these cosplays and have this type of detail?
So I'm on Instagram mainly at It's Oberon. I've been doing cosplay for 10 years. And I've loved every minute of it. So you can find me over there. I'm on Twitter as well. That's mainly my two socials, I think. So.
All right, there you go. Okay, it'll be on the screen. Make sure you guys give her a follow and check out the rest of those cosplays. But that's gonna do it for being Oberon on the stage. Vicky, take us away.
Thank you so
す
much.
げえな
I love seeing all
コスプレ
cosplays that we've had so far in the arena over
本
the
気と
course
は
of
違
the
うよ
last
なコスプレしてる
few
人って
days. It is crazy.
All right, so I think we'll be getting into this last game. Nice and
ロバ3つ編みだね
here.
な長いよ
From some of the cosplayers we've got in the audience there. Always fun. Always fun.
なんかチラッとまだローバー映ってるけど
left, Vicky. So thinking about those teams
いや俺この後何しよう
close to the 10-point cutoff.
この後なんかまだゲームしたいな
We talked about their phase, Dark Zero, a couple of those
あれビッキーってこんな露出度高い服だったっけ
Yeah, I'm also thinking about these having to play a lot more
ビッキーってこんな服装してたっけ
World Edge, where they really did situate themselves into a more let's bunker down into
ローボに合わせたんかな
and rely on the black market as Loba. Love seeing the cosplayers, the family support out there in the crowd. Shout out to Dark Zero, shout out to the fam who have been able to attend and support the familia. You love to
日
see
本で
it.
開催した LGS のコスプレ
While we get excited and while we get sat into our final game, Gino.
俺
Our final game
日本
in this winner's
N
bracket.
俺
Let's
NA
see
しか見ないんだよ基本だから日本のわかんないわ
who have to
俺
fight for their lives in the elimination bracket.
やべ油断してたラストゲームだよラストゲーム決まるぞこれで
That's the energy that I want to
ただまあ
hear.
いつも通り勝負争いなさそうだね
Teams are fighting for their
ない
life
ね
phase, sitting with 30 points in 10th place. Dark Zero with 31 points. Gambare after their win with 28 points in 11th. Ascend still sitting in Cenote Caves, potentially contesting with 100 Thieves once again.
11月そしたらあれだな前回大会だな
and Exit. They're the ones I believe that have a chance to jump up and change the standings as they currently are.
KCP さんか
NRG
俺さどうしてもさパイオニアって言っちゃうからさもともとは KCP だったから KCP っていう気持ちもわかるけどどうしてももうパイオニアで覚えちゃったから KCP って言われても一瞬ってなっちゃうわ
Gambare or from Exit would see them jump up and make it straight to tomorrow.
It would be putting the bottom end of this top 10 that we currently have in
雑談できるゲーム
We have to see
え
how
なん
this
かあるっ
plays
け
out with so many of these teams so close.
俺のやってるゲームに雑談できるゲームなく
Exit
ね
currently sitting in 12th place right now. Fun picking himself up a gold eagle shield in the middle of that rotate. So many of these teams now, if you
ちょっとでもね俺今オバをやりたいんだよねすごくオバオ欲が最年少してきてるなんかエペはね逆にしたくない今やるんじゃねシーブスとシーブスとこれどこだったっけやりそうだね10ヶ月前だったら多分そう前回大会だと思う FC が倒されてんぞエントロピックに FC 一人かけちゃったねあ FC 今20なんだ無理だねこれはあだから満足してんのかもそういう意味でなんかやりたくないなんかもうなんだろうなんかしたけどやりたくないもう大会だけに集中したい俺エペはアセンドと100かお落とされたただわかんないぞシーブスは絶対ニューキャッスル住んでるからもしかしたら起こしてるかもいや見せられたねこれはバックスのマジかアンチとなってる間違えた
Ascend certainly aren't out of the running. It's a lot harder for them to do this than say GO or XZ, but it's 17 points.
アンチ TSM は後入りだね。
And then a quick run into Barometer, they could be okay, but this fight seems to be dragging on. They've already got a kill.
これは
May need to just push the
こ
issue.
こら辺かな俺的に。っていう最近当てにならないアンチ要素です。
Yeah, I guess maybe that's why it's a little bit of hesitation here. I think it is the 2v2 at the moment. They wait for the ultimate to come up. They're going to be able to retrieve the back here. And a couple of the shots coming through.
Oh, the wing bro coming in clutch to help him out.
え
But taking so much
あるぞこれ。
trying to slide away.
いや外した。
Insane also puts in some extra pressure, just trying to help suppress fire for Scurry. He's got the med kit ready just in case, but with a knock and knock, this is definitely winnable for 100 Thieves.
Yep, now I believe it is the 2v1.
うまっ。
Don't seem to have the
今の
high ground though. I think that's
ウィン
the
は
problem.
ダメだろ。
Surely Scurry can get out there with the gravity lift and they can deal with this last pesky
移動速度低下してるとはいえ壁の裏ってたからな今。
currently in Cenote Caves.
Knock knock, coming in from Bean. It's Gambare looking for the opportunity.
With Gambare. なんかさ頑張れでさ省略されるとさ応援する感じだよな。まあハリとシーブスを。あ、ハリやってる。エフシャンパロブレックス。
TSM Pulverex running into each other as some other teams start to populate a barometer, but as you can see, post kill is just trying to post up somewhere else. Oh, okay, they've got Kushera back
い
in.
や進撃の基準もさやりたいっちゃやりたいんだけどさもうあれやること終わっちゃったもんね。
Two teams, two members each.
あれは残ってるけどトロコンのやつは残ってるけどもう一旦ちょっとやりたくない一旦いいっすあれ一旦進撃トロコンいいわ地獄ビスを本当に長期的にやりましょうあれは。
which is also going to open up the floor for Geo to try to contest 100 Thieves in case they want to use that respawn beacon over in Cenote Caves.
いやあれはやばいわ普通に本当に軽くやるもんじゃなかった軽い気持ちでやるもんじゃない。
Not sure if they had time to do the IMC armory just yet, but if they have, then gosh, Gumbare are going to be at such an advantage versus 100 Thieves. Surely there's not a lot of meds left on the 100 Thieves team right now, so the catwall is going out to try and save them, but it's not going to get them the whole way.
They got him up though, they got him up with the respawn
Gambare
beacon that was right there. Geo
落とせ
took a bit too much time that they would have liked, and then with the catwall on top of that, it's to help clear their rotation. Geo now sliding in, again with great loot. You mentioned the armory that they'll probably go into when they first originally dropped that bean, and now rotating around, they're going to try to prioritize the crafter, get some extra meds if necessary. Also got to think
すごいマジでさどうでもいい話になっちゃうんだけどさもう TSM が安定すぎてさもうちょっと正直どうでもいいっていうか6試合目だからさ結果も大体分かってきたじゃんどこが生き残ってどこが死ぬかみたいなビナースブランケットそのままファイナル行くチーム大体分かるじゃんもうちょっと関心が薄れてきてんだけどさ俺が最近やってるソシャゲさゲームシステムすごい好きだし設定もすごい好きなんだけど俺のまあ結構嫌いな要素である女しかいないっていうゲームでさねそういう系統のねゲームなんだけどさあまりにもその女って言い方マジでよくないなその女の子と触れ合う機能みたいな触れ合うっていうかなんか絆を深める一連のイベントがあるんだよでそれやるとランクも上がるしアカウントランクも上がるしみたいな感じでいいことだらけなんだけど俺マジで一切やってないんだよね終わってるよななんで俺このゲームやってんだったのも時々いや違うなんかねなんか俺抵抗感あるよな男もいればいいんだよ全然男3の女7でもいいんだよ10対0俺ねなんか嫌なんだよな 男10ならいいんだけどね。性差別だって言われるぞ俺。やばいやばいやばいやばい。レイシストだ、性差別だって言われるよ。まずいまずいまずい。あ、どういうこと？ LG と LC ずつ戦ってんな。さあ、1v1。一旦起こすね。ただこっちもニューキャッスルで起こすね。ああ、こいしょー、こいしょー。アセンドとアライアンス戦ってんな。これは勝ったな。AC 負けたね。サーンハイとシーブスとエナルジーが戦ってんぞ。エナルジーも頑張れ。ちょっとギリギリだぞ。もうちょっとポイントが過ぎて。これで FC レストレはルーザーズブランケット確定したね。have solidified just a little bit. You can see the death boxes here left from the last fight we were just having a look at, and now Entropic commit the Zeros.
Wait, they commit, but Nizo gets the first knock here. It's a trade between both sides. Entropic,
あれエントロピック？別だなエントロピック。全然知らんとこいたよねこいつら。おい。お持ち少女は絶対嫌だってことか。やるわけねえでしょ俺があのゲーム。なんであんなゲームやんないといけないんだよ。
Oh no, and Topic was able to get the res onto Thorfinn here too. Chaku is going to be able to reset with the medkit.
別に戦闘も面白いイメージないし。まあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあさすがにね。おもろいんだ。でも俺は広告の時点で嫌だわあのゲーム。いやどうなんだろうね。マジでやらないな。でもね俺ねちょっとねギャルゲーやってみたいんだよ俺。俺がやってんの面白くない？ああいう系統のゲームをギャルゲーに対して求めてんじゃなくて俺どんな反応するんだっていうのを見てみたいわ自分自身で。ちょっと面白そうだよね。シューマル君、私あなたのことが好きなんです。じゃあ俺の言いなりになるよとか言い出しそう。適当すぎるギャルゲーだわ。積んでるゲーやっちゃう。おい、俺が何でもそれに落ちると思うのよ。where FaZe is hanging out, even on top of the building that Moist has been sitting in for a while. KCP and Polrex, though, have already found their way into that next circle. Polrex is so good with their team comp in sitting where they need to be. お、遊ぶな、頑張れ、お父さん。リピーターがドア閉めれるかって遊ぶな。Geo playing right behind the Newcastle still while getting pinged by another team from afar. Energy's playing against Alliance in the middle of Barometer, and while Geo's playing on the edge here, Realize has them in their line of sight as well as Oxygen Esports.
We are, of course, keeping our eye on these teams that could be jumping up and down in the standings, but there's still all the other teams who are well up the top just fighting for those seeding points. マジで俺適当になってきたな。ウォッチパーティー。俺マジで TSM 一強だからさ応援してるの。他の NA 地区も頑張ってるけどさ、結局 TSM が一番好きだからマジで正直どうでもよくなってきてるわ。絶対 TSM 絶対ってか確定圏内だから、マジどうでもいいわ。
モイスがちょっと怖いわ、本当に。なんでこんな強いの？
From Moist Esports, who have been taking some shots at them. 17 squads left, and the patient play has been coming up as the catwalk comes in. Let's jump into a listening with 100 Thieves.
Ready? Going. I'm gonna be with Hanmu. Smoking one. Going to the bin? Yep. 8 seconds on smoke.
お、E6 と
Crossing over here.
EIQ ってどこだ？
We need to get to the bridge somehow.
EIQ ってどこ？エントロピック？
You have a wall?
No, dock.
あ、エントロピックだってた。I ってどこ？
We have bang on.
ああ、最後の IQ ね。
Yeah, we're just gonna slam on the bridge. If
When you
anybody
get to
comes
the
over.
rock, when you get to this rock right here.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait for my other smoke.
なんかさ、他やったら面白そうなゲームないかな？俺がやったら面白そうなゲーム。あ、ちなみにワイルドハーツはやんないわ。
Trying
ワイルドハーツはもう今日友達とやっちゃったからやんないわ。
You guys ready?
多分もしやるとしたらスターウォーズです。
Smoking here. Waiting
い
for
や
that
で
to
も
go
普通に
off.
面白いから期待してて。
Bangleting here.
マジで期待していいレベルで面白いよ。
When you get to these rocks here.
Nope. I need
爽快感あるし。
Walking right now.
ロール。
Can't really waste it here.
ロール。
Yep.
ロールか
I'm dead.
I'm dead here. Oh,
一瞬で死んだな。
I literally.
ロールの
Damage from the Roshia,
Ah.
a little bit there too to add the sprinkle on top.
今のでスイープスあれだ。ルーザーズ確定だ。マジか。俺ロールの介護官のポケモンいないとはめちゃくちゃうまいよ。いやめちゃくちゃかわかんないけどうまいよ。俺がゲームの中で一番自信あるわ。エイペックスよりも。
looking down the line of sight of their charge rifle and where they want to rotate next, because the circle is going to be closing in a minute and less than 5 seconds.
Yeah, they're sitting in the
俺もやってみ
orange
たいけど
there.
な。
Moist Esports had to make a move. They were in the
あ、
confidence.
KCP
They
と
wanted
戦って
to
んじゃん。
put someone else in
KCP 頑張れ。
of those. Pulverex, they were so far out in the zone. It was going to be very tough for them.
サーデルってキーマンなんだ。
Dealing with Moist right now. They've been eliminated, but they are sitting up with a swagger points up at 64.
神ゲーより神ゲーに勝るものはないよ。
They need to keep control of this.
KCP KCP 頑張れパイオニア。
They're going through.
That's why Moist wanted to fight them for it. They wanted this space, and KCP said no way, blocking them.
あと何ポイントしたの KC
13 squads
パイオニア。
still hang out inside of this building, inside of that next circle.
今18ポイントだったでしょ。まあ最低でもあと12ポイントするのか。きつ。きつ。はっきり言ってきついわ。でも頑張れパイオニア。まだわかんないですよ。何があるかわかんない。アンチは悪くないし。噛み合えば取れる。じゃあロールやろう。ロール覚えること多すぎてめんどくさいんだよね、やるの。
NRG and Alliance, all these heavy hitters really yet to show their hand.
単純にめんどくさい、覚えることが。ポケモンユナイトでさえ結構覚えるの大変だったのに。あ、ハル死んでるわ。ハルかいられた。マジか。この声のトーンよ。マジか。いかにもあまり関心を持ってない言い方だったら、もう余裕なんでみたいな。
So many other teams still around under on either side of Xset. GO, their tournament is on the line here. They're up to 30 points. FaZe have been eliminated.
あるぞ。
I believe that ends their chances.
ギリギリ確定するんじゃない？お隣に TS ビルはここ。
And they didn't get the KP, but they did get some placement. 10 squads left right now as we tune into Alliance on the low ground. NRG.
いや、そうそうそう。余裕が生まれてる俺マジで。
Right on top of Gambare still. So many of these teams not in that next circle, but these squads that have that high NRG.
マジで今どうでもいい。オバをやりたいなと思ってる今。早くオバをやりたいなと思ってる。
Yeah, look, FaZe currently in 10th spot. GO, if they get one more point, they can move up
フナティックもほぼ安定だね、これは。ほぼてか安定だね。パイオニア頑張れ。13位まで上がってるぞ、パイオニア。
Hanging out right behind, though, they want to maintain this high ground advantage because there's another team sharing that building with them. That's going to be Fnatic on the low ground. E6 is a team trying to contest them from the bridge that we saw that one solo from Pulveric hanging out in. A lot of these different angles that we're also seeing, it benefits the way that...
なんかあれシャワーとかけてせいでしょ。いやー、やんない。ノートパソコンだからね、これは。あんまりダウンロードしすぎても。え、オキシゲン上に来たの？混み合いすぎだろ。
Guild already benefiting off of this though on the fight that's happening on the top of Barometer as Exet fighting for their actual
おい、ナイス。今のグナスキル1キルでかいよ。待ってこれ X セット今死んだからさ。うわ、うわ、惜しい、頑張れお父さん。惜しい、マジかこれ E6 はさすがにきついだろ。どうなんだろう。パイオニアが22点で22点で15点か。あ、E6 はきつそう。パイオニアワンチャンあるぞ。パワーをシミュレーターってやつ。あ、パワーシミュレーターってな。でも今から入れてとかだったらめんどくさいから、今は多分覚えてるよ。今後、雑談見るときはそれするかも。やばい。ああ、終わった。ルーザーズだ。あー、惜しかったな。あれだね。順位変わらなかったね、これで。11位以下のチームが11以上に行くことはなかったね。残念。ん？どこに詰めてる？オキシゲン。フナティックか。T 線あるぞこれ。ないわ。まあ。いや、惜しかったな、TSM。最終結果見るか。さあ、もうすでに更新されております。1位モイソ64ポイント。2位 TSM60 ポイント。まあ、4点差なら全然。4点差なら全然よ。アライアンスとの4点差。444で離れてんね。オキシゲン、フナティック、パラボレックス。見て。フナティックとパラボレックス46、46や。そうなんだ。LG、ダークゼロ、NRG。これどうなんの？
way to back up the results in the group stage where certainly they looked like the best team around. Winners bracket finals can often be a little bit different, Vicky, but yeah, look, another really solid result. That said, we've got a nice little mix of teams and regions at the top of our leaderboard here.
Man, There were so many teams.
これ多分俺の予想では
Geo, FaZe, Alliance, putting in the work that they've ever put in these last few days. Effect, this young legend, 18 years old, freshly turned 18, coming into this land, looking at these lights, looking at this crowd, and letting everybody know, you know what? Land's a lot easier than I thought. And he
これ多分、いや、わかんない。これは俺の勘でしかないんだけど、最後の試合頑張れ落とすのが順位上だから、ワンチャン、フェイス押したんじゃね？
No one's going home from this one. If you're a fan of the some of those teams in the bottom
これ
10 of this series, don't worry.
ワンチャンフェイス落ちたんじゃない？
You get to see them go up.
だからこの順番に書いてんじゃない？なおさら。
Our losers bracket round 1 today, and they get
マジか。で、
one
と
more
り
chance.
あえずここまだ一旦保留ね。で、X セット。パイナー惜しかったね。でもスティーブスもダメだったな。アセンドもダメだったし。ここら辺はまあ分かっておいたね。
Well, I thought we got a nice little sneak peek at what could be tomorrow's match point final. Wouldn't that be exciting here in EMEA? If so, I know the crowd would be even louder than it was just a moment ago. Starting to feel it, guys. It's starting to feel real. It's starting to get exciting here. Back on the desk,
ちょっと聞いてみようかな。詳しい人に。
back with us, and Mark. You guys taking a break from casting, helping us do some analysis. But quickly, I want to go to our special guest here, Sabs. And I want you to kind of walk us through what we just saw. TSM, Alliance, KCP in that final circle. So many things showing up in that moment. I want you to let us know what you saw as we break that one down.
You know, I think it's important to always play it slowly. KCP didn't take it slowly. I feel like when they dropped down, the other team didn't have a clue that they were there. I feel like if they would play slow, sneak up on them, I think they would take that advantage.
マジでどうなんだろうこれ。
But
でも多分頑張れ落としたんだと思うなこれ。
they easily went and it didn't go that well.
頑張ってさ、みんなで聞き取ろう。頑張って聞き取ろう。どうな、いやでもフェイスか。あ、フェイスじゃない。頑張れお父さんか。
I got so excited when I saw Alliance versus TSM in that final 3v3 as well. I know that Alliance had the slight upper hand and it was more of a 3 versus 2 by that point, but it gives us a little bit of an indication of what could happen tomorrow when we get into Sunday. They are our two biggest hitters, I feel, at this tournament so far, and they just have the fans behind them as well, both squads. They do. I think regardless of who won there, the copper box was going to explode.
It was pretty wild.
どうしよう。ゲームしたい。
I always question when you get into the later lobbies with the quality starts to pick up, can you do what you were doing in the early group stages? And
何やろうかな。
question at this point that Alliance are here to try and claim that trophy because they have looked absolutely unbelievable. Hackis has been fantastic. Yuki, I think, has been somewhat of an unsung hero as well with the damage output and the clutch moments that he's had. But
何やろうマジで。
just look at the stats on your screen. We can't talk
オーバー力はちょっと今高いんだよな。
Effect is changed the game for Alliance. They look like a championship caliber team.
And they looked like one possibly last time with a sub.
Well,
So
yeah,
Effect is not only kept the same caliber of play, but they've upped it up a notch with Alliance up on top. 22 points from them, but I have to pause and say, wow, Oxygen Esports.
オーバーがね、確かあと3勝したらランク変動するのかな。3勝するまで終われません。連敗しようが。
Oxygen are a genuine threat when we get to that finals lobby as well. If they find themselves in those 3v3s, if they get into those final circles, they just seem to destroy everything in their path. And you've got to be concerned if you ever feel like Oxygen are in one of those final circles. And with the points they've been able to pick up, they're gonna be at championships.
オキシゲンそうね、13キルしてるよ。
Yeah, I mean, I want to just quickly jump in on that because I agree with that. I think that Oxygen have shown that not only are they able to win games, which is important, it's the points they're accruing in the games that they don't.
3勝するだけだよ。
You're looking to hit that mark, right? And they've shown they can hit both sides of the coin.
How much does this have to do with their coach?
って言って何回も終わらないのを見てきてるはずだけど俺ら。イージーイージーイージー。ゆいゆいゆい。
To talk about what a coach does
気持ちで負けてどうすんだい。
or not getting them ready for certain moments.
You know, I think like the coach is playing the biggest role in the mental. If the mental is up, you know, team is feeling great, the vibes are great. So, you know, the score is gonna go up, of course.
Yeah.
If you know, if the coach is gonna say, oh, you know, guys, it's not the best. The vibes are going down. The score is also going down.
So the vibes and the score are basically a knob that the coach can turn up or down based on their performance, right?
Yes.
Very easy. I mean, why
aren't I a coach?
Why are coach? At this point, no, but we love our teams and all of the performances they put on so far.
いい時って絶対リプする方法で先言わないから。わからんよ。気持ちで負けてるようじゃ勝てないから。
To reveal our series winner for this final game here that has gone on in our winners bracket.
いや、これでもこれはマジ何事にもそうだよな。最初気持ち負けてるようじゃダメだから。
Moist, they hold on to it. My goodness, quick reactions here. I thought maybe Alliance did enough. I thought TSM maybe.
まずは気持ちで絶対に負けねえっていう気持ちでやってくれないと。そっからだよ。いやーこれちょっと聞き取るみんなで。
Quality starts to pick up and you get some of the best in the world. That's where some teams start to shine. And I think Moist are one of those teams. They were involved in so many end games. They obviously, were able to control a lot of those end games as well and consistently accrue points. But I think I want to point out for these standings, again, look at the top 4 and look at the regions. You have Moist, APAC South. You have TSM, North America, Alliance, Oxygen Esports North America, and then Fnatic just behind them from APAC North. So honestly, if you're watching from wherever you are in the world, you're supporting a team from your region, there is a genuine chance that they could be champions.
Truly a global series, Dan. That's on display front and center.
It is. How different it could have been if TSM had won that last engagement as well. They might have been able to get those 10 points, remember, going into Championship Sunday. Now it means Moist have the advantage, and they will be able to put themselves closest to match point. What's also very interesting there is 10-11, FaZe and GO tied at 31. And then the likes of Exet, Pioneers missing out, going down into that elimination bracket as well. There is some heavy
FaZe ダメだ。FaZe ダメだって。マジかー。
Otosan, NRG, Dark Zero, LG Chivas, Pulverex, Fnatic, Oxygen, Alliance, TSM, and Moist. We will see you on Sunday. But for our bottom 10, Saps, anybody you have your eyes on, either a little disappointed in or expecting, needing,
マジかー。
I say a big performance now that it's the elimination bracket, round 2 coming up in just a bit.
You know, it's not a disappointed, but Ascend had a contest. That was taking so long.
まあまあ、フェイズは。
You know, they're usually playing zone, so because of that, they had a
フェイズはルーザーズでいけば。
Sometimes they needed to
今は負けようがルーザーズ勝てばいい。
This last game, they reset and got the teammate back.
まあまあまあまあ。大丈夫大丈夫。フェイスなら大丈夫。よっしゃ、覚えるか。3勝するまで終われないオーバーウォッチ。やります。はい、やります。目標3時半でだいぶ妥協して3時半で万が一もあるからね3時半でじゃあちょっと有線つなげ直したりとかちょっと時間かかるけどすぐ開けれるんで上げ直すんで待っててください
Mark, you've got a call that many people have loved lately. Hal coming down from the heavens. He did that against Ascend. And unfortunately, Ascend not looking like the team that he did that against. They were maybe one of the biggest stories coming in. The representative of, in my opinion, EMEA to win it all. And they were at match point having a chance to do so. What's different about Ascend in this tournament?
I think Dan's kind of
they've got
to the winners bracket final. They've done enough to get here, and they've just come up a little bit short because